Welcome to the amazing Worsbrough Reservoir. Now, I'm sure you'll have heard of it before, Worsbrough Reservoir, and over the past few decades, as we all know, Worsborough has been the breeding ground for some of the world's best anglers. Alan Scotthorne, Tom Pickering, Dennis White, Dick Clegg, and of course, the formidable Barnsley Blacks team. Now, Worsborough is absolutely stuffed with every species you can imagine. Along with the help of Barnsley and District Angling Association, over the past 2 decades, they've introduced a stocking programme into all their venues, but especially Worsbrough Reservoir, where they've put a continuous stocking of carp in. So it's actually turned from being what was renowned as the most prolific bream water in the country to a mixed fishery. So there's every species in here you could ever dream of, whether you want to target the carp or you want to target the silvers. Now, over my right hand shoulder, looking up, we're actually stood in the shallows here. This is a shallow end of the lake, 4 to 5 foot deep. And as we spin round here, on the other bank, we've got the boards on the Barnsley bank. So there's so much scope. I'd say it goes from 4 foot deep, 5 foot deep, 6 foot deep, 7 foot deep, down to the bottom pegs on what we'd call as a Kip's wall. You're looking at 10, 11 and 12 foot deep. They're the deepest pegs on the lake. Now, all in all, there's 66 pegs on this lake. It's a 60-acre lake. And my advice to you, if you're coming for a day's fishing, it's completely up to you what you want to do. You've got choices. My advice is, if you want to come for a great day's fishing, a nice simple approach with a method feeder catches the bigger carp in the res. Now, there's some really big carp in here. I think the record's about 24, 25 pound. But I've personally seen carp loads bigger than that, crashing out in the middle of the lake. So if you come with a method feeder approach, you're going to target the bigger bream from the reservoir and the carp, but also you're going to catch every other species as well. On the other side to it as well, you've got the conventional feeder approach, where you're going to be fishing a little ground bait feeder with maggots and worms, and you're going to target the silvers. So if you're coming in the summertime, definitely a method feeder and pole down the margins, or long pole, is going to catch the silvers and the carp. But also in the winter, if you want to come for a few bites, you cannot beat a conventional feeder setup, fishing maybe 20-30 meters out, and you'll get everything that swims, from skimmers, roach and hybrids. You'll have an absolutely fantastic venue. So that is just a brief overview of Worsbrough Reservoir, and believe me, if you come to this place, you'll have a great day's fishing in fantastic scenery.